All right, folks, going to give you a quick tour of kind of what I'll call the early beta of the updates option for AI stuff, which will become probably updates for other things as well. I have a site actually called Updates with a post type called Update. All right, so if we wanted to write one, so this is content we generate, we give it whatever title we want. We don't use the source URL because we're not linking out to anything. And then we have this option here for our themes that we decided on. And these are pretty flexible. I think we'll find we probably will change and expand or do stuff to these. We got our disciplines, and just to show, like, I can check stuff and uncheck stuff. I can check multiple things. Very exciting. And then in this case, I'm just going to have update type be AI, and we can tie it to software if we want. And again, we can add new things here, and we have a great deal of flexibility. And then what we come down to here is just your normal WordPress land where you could write stuff and edit it. When you're done, you'd hit publish. Okay, cool, fairly typical. All right, so to make things a little bit easier for external stuff that we find, which is probably going to be the majority of things we're doing right now, we're going to go to Tools. Very exciting. I'm going to leave that content because I don't care about it. Now, we have this little thing here which we can drag. If we have trouble, we can copy it and do some other stuff, but let's just do the easy route right now. I'm going to drag it up to my toolbar. I'm going to click Edit because I like to have things be a little clearer for me. So very exciting, all caps, several exclamation points. So that's super cool. And what I'm going to be able to do then is come to a page. This is something I found, super cool. And I can highlight an element. It could be a single sentence, could be a paragraph. I'd say less is more in most cases. Kind of think about like what makes this exciting. And then when I click my button here, it's going to do a couple things. So give it a second. It's going to put in block quote whatever I'd highlighted. It's going to put the title in here, which I can edit. And this is the Gutenberg thing, so you can also come in here and all right, let's say I wanted to add some context beforehand. I just hit return and I get some stuff. Blah. All right, and this also is done automatically. I'm just going to leave it for now. Our themes show up over here, so I can select them and do what I want. We're going to ignore like images and stuff, I think, for right now. Let's just keep it simple, keep it easy. When you're done, you'd hit publish. It closes. If we look in here, hey, we've got that thing we just wrote. We could come back and edit it if we needed to. You notice it put the URL here. This is the kind of thing that kind of pushes you one way or another, and it actually rewrites the permalink so that we don't have to mess with that. So I think that's pretty handy. Whether we want to delete this or not, I think is to be determined. But in any case, if you need to fix things, this is where you come to do it. Just focus in this general area. Now that we've got some stuff, I'll show you how this works. You won't have to mess with it, I don't think, but it's probably worth knowing. So this is a custom page template. Let's take a look at it. What it looks for is, you see that question mark, discipline equals STEM in this case, and it's going to show you any STEM updates during March of the current year, or whatever the month is in the current year. I haven't really worked on the visuals yet, but you get the idea. It's got the title. There's my little additional annotation. Hey, I block quoted something. And then list the themes. Those themes would link out to anything in this particular theme. You can see the URL down there and how it works if you care about that stuff. But this is kind of step one in terms of display. And right now we're going to be primitive and copy and paste it into something else where we could also edit it if we wanted to. But these things would work as kind of on the fly archives, like live update archives for the month for people. So it's a good place to check in and see what's being added in what way. If we wanted to change it from STEM, we could write language or whatever there. I'll make buttons or something so that you can switch more easily and won't have to remember those things. But this is the idea about how we can at least initially grab stuff by discipline, and then we'll be adding in some features to display non-discipline specific stuff in the near future. So that should get us rolling at least, because I know we need to get moving. This gets us, at least stage one functional.